Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Reshmi Mukherjee and in my channel you get ICC, ISC, English literature and English language topics. As you all know that we are discussing the topic Why I Like the Hospital, this poem. We already have made 3 videos. You can see it over here. The first two videos were on line by line explanation with pictures, very relevant pictures which will make you make this chapter like a cup of tea for you. Even if you have found it difficult, the word meanings are given over there, you can check those. Later on you can come back over here to the first part of, see, part 1 is already given, we have already discussed it, all the question answers, significance of title, everything we have done. So this is the part 2 and the last part of the note section. Maybe for questions we will bring another video later on. So and of course do not forget to check the website link slothskill.com. Here you will find line wise explanation. कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं जिनको मतलब रीड करके भी यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग, फॉर देम it is there, you can skip the video and check that. And if you think that my explanation helps you better, so you can even follow this. Okay, so here you get the notes part. This is the second day, so we will do the rest of it over here today and finish off with the notes, right? So first page, what do we have here? Theme of the poem. The first thing that is very important in all poems, always remember, theme is something which you can never skip. Okay, theme is on which the poem is based on. How can you skip that? Okay, what is the basis of the foundation of the poem, right? First one explores the theme of vulnerability and acceptance of deep emotions. Last class I told you about vulnerability and acceptance, so this is the point number A. Okay, remember apt ka I gave you a mnemonic so that you can remember better, APPT. Okay, apt with an extra P. So we have done that. So A, over here you get this, so you can remember the first theme is the theme of acceptance, that you accept the reality, that you accept that you are not a mortal, and you accept that this is the place where you can show your real emotions, what you actually feel, scared, happy or sad, whatever it is you want to, helplessness, you can show it over here. Next one highlights the significance of self reflection, acceptance and personal growth. And what else? You also accept that you are mortal. So this is the acceptance of mortality, reflection. You can remember like AM, okay, like morning we say na, AM, PM, like that. So accepting mortality, accepting like self reflection, these are the themes. Okay, next one, self compassion is another thing. When that person was holding his hand like this, that person was giving himself this faith that don't worry, although nobody else can help you, the body of mine is there with the mind. That means the body and mind, imagine they are separate entities and they are supporting one another. When the body cannot, the mind is helping. When the mind cannot, the body is helping, right? How? Imagine when you are very sick, if you are just lying like that without any hope, without any faith, without any trust, your mind will also become very lazy and think about helplessness, will think that I cannot survive. But if your body keeps on trying, if you see a cancer patient, some patients are there who will get up, try to work even if they are very sick. So the body is helping the mind in that case. So maybe nobody else externally cannot help you, but you yourself can help yourself, right? The body supporting the mind supporting the body, right? So self compassion, microcosm of a larger human experience, just like life. Last class I told you, life एकदम life जैसा ही है ये hospital का scenario, when in the hospital we have both good and bad, life also has good and bad. Okay, hospital is the place where you understand the reality of life. So microcosm of life. Okay, scoring system where you start to understand whether you have done good things or bad things, try to evaluate yourself. So evaluating is another theme over here. Okay, next, themes of isolation, that when you are isolated, when you are lonely, that is the time you contemplate. Okay, isolation will help you to remember contemplation. Matlab, you start thinking when you are free, when you have got a free time, you will start thinking, did I do good to that person, was I right there? So this contemplation, this thought, inner thought will happen only when you are isolated. If you always have your phone in hand, then you will never bother about thinking about something, right? So the theme of this is the theme of isolation. Last one is the theme of self reliance, that means you yourself can help yourself, the one that I told you, that self reliant, you rely on yourself, that no, we can fight the battle, we will be out of this difficult situation. Don't worry, we will survive. So this is a kind of helping your own self-reliance, depending on yourself, not somebody else. Okay, because in the hospital you realize what? That you are separated from the society. The society will not help you over here. It's just like you are a single tree and you are separated from the forest on a vast prairie land, right? So we have done all the themes. Remember all the themes, try to find out mnemonics as I helped you in the last class. Okay, so from here if I want to help you, what can we make from here? See, you can this is the theme, na? So themes of acceptance, A, right? This is the first one. Second one, let us see what, see, so many we may not write, na? Acceptance, then R, so AR, okay, then M, then one more, mortality, or if reflection, then you will remember mortality. Next great theme that we have to remember is self-compassion, so ARC, okay. Then microcosm of evaluation is one more thing, E, so AS, then self-compassion, ASC, then one more is evaluate ka E. Then isolation, I, isolation will help you to remember contemplation, and reliance, R, okay. So we can do it as S for self-reflection, right? So what we can do is we remember the name of SRK, Shah Rukh Khan. So self-reflection, SR, this becomes 1, okay. Then what else? We have this one, the apt wala, that will also help over here, acceptance. Then this one, self-compassion and permission, okay, that will be self-reliance, okay, all these, and isolation. So these are the 3-4 themes, points that you can remember that will help you to frame your answer. Chalo, next style, let us check the style part. Style mein what do we have? We have descriptive imagery. Style matlab how the poem is written, what is the style used by the poem. Just like my style, I am wearing this one, I am wearing my watch, this is the style that I have. So the poem also has a particular style. So what is that style? Let us read that. First one is descriptive kind, imageries are used, very detailed. If you see my line by line explanation video, you will see वहाँ पे ऐसा बहुत सारा description दिया हुआ है which will help you to understand. That is what is written in the poem. Now how did I find the pictures? I saw that, I read the poem, and from there I realized this should be the picture. So it is giving you a pen picture, an imagination of the scenario in the hospital. So descriptive imagery, slouching, some person is slouching along through the underground garage, to staring at the closed beach door, somebody is staring at the wall, all those pictures, very detailed pictures, the flowers in the waste basket, right. Next, what do we have? Metaphors and similes, okay, a lot of figures of speech are used, that is also a way of writing, na? What figures of speech will be appropriate over here? So we have closed beach doors are compared to prison wall, we have the waiting compared to a long prairie, okay, grassland, then a tree which has been removed from its forest, that is also another figures of speech used. Next, repetition, a number of points are repeated to emphasize. Why do we repeat? To emphasize, na? So repetition of I like, I do not like, this is what? This is kind of a paradox. Last class we did apt, APT, for P for paradox. Contrasting images are there, see, creates a sense of contrast, just like life. Life has good as well as bad, life gives you positives as well as negatives. So similarly here you have positives as well as negatives. I like something, I do not like something. In the hospital I like certain things, I do not like certain things, but we have to accept life as it is, okay. So that acceptance grows and we develop that understanding often in a hospital. Next, style of the poem, what do we have in style? In style, this is a continuation, see, this is the continuation, 3 pages we will have of continuation, and all about the style. In this only we will get the figures of speech also. So just like simile, metaphor you have got over here in this second point, right, metaphors and simile. Repetition is also a figure of speech, that also we have got. Next one, again, narrative voice. What is the voice in which the poem is written? The poem is written in first person perspective, narrative. Sometimes it is written in third person, like she was seen over there, that was done, like that. And over here the speaker seems to be sharing his own emotions, na? When I see this, I, reference of I is there, see, here also, I like, I do not like, I presence, that means first person narrative. First person starts with I, right. Next, enjambment and line breaks. I told you, enjambment means when you are in a poem, when you see one line does not complete in that single line, it moves to the next line for completion, right? So we see now that gives what? That is used for a particular reason. What reason? Sense of continuity and fluidity. In life you will have to move on. There cannot be a full stop, comma anywhere, na? Like anywhere you cannot put a comma. You have to continue your life. Even if you find it difficult, you have to move on. That is why enjambment is used over here, because enjambment is also a continuation of the line to the next line. So if one line is good, the other line can be bad, but you have to continue to the next line. That is all about life. That is why enjambment is a figure of speech which is preferred over here. Conversational tone, conversational, as if the speaker is talking to the reader of the poem, okay, trying to relate to their feelings. The connection between the speaker and the audience. So the reader can understand that the speaker has also felt the same thing. I am also feeling the same thing. That means this is the reality of life. Everybody has to face it. Okay. Next, in style, we will also have another great figure of speech, which is imagery. What is an imagery? From the word only we can understand. It has come from which word? From the word images, right? Image. Like pen picture, as you see na, even the background, it gives you a picture, a person walking. If you see the first explanation video, you will find lot of pictures are there. That is what is an imagery. Some is a, if I tell you that the sea had huge waves, so you can just, you are reading the line and you are listening to this line, but you can imagine a sea and huge waves over there. That is a visual imagery. Okay. Now if I say tinkling of bells, so which imagery can it be? It will be auditory. When you listen to this phrase, tinkling of bangles or tinkling of bells, we can suddenly relate to a sound, ting 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 ting, this kind of a sound. So that is why it is an auditory imagery. Although you are not hearing, you can imagine it. Okay, so that will be auditory imagery. Kinesthetic, any kind of movement. If I say flapped my wings, moved my hands, shook my hands to dance, that will be kinesthetic imagery. These are the different types of imagery. Any movement will be kinesthetic. Here what do we have? First one is what? The crone in her pajamas walking with an ivy pole. This is an image where an old ugly lady is moving with a lot of difficulty with the ivy pole. Enjambment ka theme is kind of implied over here, na? That maybe you are sick, maybe you are in trouble, but you have to continue your journey. I believe you have followed me till here. If you have followed, don't forget to just subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon so that questions bhi aega isse. Macbeth Act 1, all the topics are there, all the scenes, question, answers, explanation, you can check that. And of course logskill.com, don't forget that, you will get a lot of content over there, you can use it. Okay. So this description is what? Emphasizing her fragility, that he can die any moment, and how the way she is carrying that ivy pole beside her shows that she needs support, but she still has that hope that she will survive. Okay. This is an image, so it will be a visual imagery, right? Next one, the smell of antiseptic. This is what? This is an olfactory sense to the nose. So olfactory imagery. The olfactory imagery is given over here where you can smell the sound. So that antiseptic smell you have, na, that kind of a smell when you go to the hospital, you can smell it. That kind of a smell which gives you a detachment, as if you are away from the whole society. Okay. Those who have gone to a hospital will be aware of it. I hope nobody has gone, nobody had to get that experience. So the long prairie of the waiting. So this is what? This is again a picture of a huge sized land. So this is again a visual imagery, gives a symbolic of a sense of patience. You have to wait when you are in the hospital. Okay. Next, it is like a prison wall. You cannot run out from there. Okay, you have to accept it. Just like even if life is giving you a lot of trouble, life is giving you exams, you cannot run away from it. You have to accept it. Next one, each sick person standing in the middle of the field like a tree, wandering. That image, very beautiful image I have given you over there. It will help you a lot. The forest is gone. Now when you are in a hospital, you see one tree lonely standing in the middle of the a huge piece of land. Forest is gone. So you will feel lonely, and this image is giving you what? Again visual imagery. You can imagine that huge piece of land and one single tree. The forest is gone. Okay. So this is a kind of disconnection which you feel, you understand na, that nobody will help you. and at that situation when you are isolated, you start thinking, you start contemplating, you start feeling that I have to accept, I have to help myself, nobody externally can help me. Like today you need help, I am explaining you the topic, you got help, but the battle of life, the study of life, you have to do it yourself. So there you are very lonely, just like the lonely tree. Okay, so here we come to an end to all the notes that was important from here. I believe you have understood it, there are no doubts, and most importantly, one more thing that will help you, just remember, I'll show you the website once. This is my website slothskill.com. You will type it over here, you will land here, and you can see all the boards ICC, CBSE, ISC given. You can type the topic over here. For example, if I type if I give you Macbeth, okay, if I type Macbeth over here, then you will see what comes. You can see Act 1 scene, so many topics are there, explanations, Act 1 scene 5, scene 3, all the scenes, everything is there. A lot many posts are there, you can get help from here, all the topics, poem, prose, rhapsody book, okay, prism book, all you will find over here. Make use of it. And also you will find below it, if I open this, you will find below it, below the worksheet, you will find worksheet, not sheet, sorry. So you will find these explanations, links are also provided, you can check those also. And finally you have a comment section, leave a reply, you can reply if you need something, or if you are happy with it, if you like some portion of it, you can mention it over here. You can also mention if you need something, okay. For example, maybe I have not given a particular topic, you cannot find it anywhere, just write to me over here, I will try to give it to you, okay. Proposal writing also, many topics are there, interesting ones, so don't forget to follow them. And so that is all, hope to see you in my next class. Thank you, bye bye.